Did I get you off guard?
Sorry, I was looking down.
Hello, and welcome. My mic just was like, don't do that ever again. Hello, and welcome to the Penguins Collective Podcast. My name is Louie.
My name is Josh.
Oh, and we're two brothers who love to talk about hockey.
Especially the Pittsburgh Penguins.
The Pittsburgh Penguins finally won a hockey game. Let's give it up for Pittsburgh because they finally figured it out. Oh, wait. We played a team that just got eliminated mathematically yesterday. Got it. Okay, cool. So not something to celebrate, but the Pittsburgh Penguins did defeat the San Jose Sharks 6-3. Gino looked like he's back in form. Rust, of course, and apparently our young defenseman decided to actually contribute for the first time in a very long time this season. Crosby gets a point, which thank goodness he is getting on the board because time is running out until he can tie Wayne Gretzky's point per game seasons, which is at 18. So
18.
we need to get him a multitude of points in order for him to tie Wayne Gretzky. And that's really all I care about. The Pittsburgh Penguins are done. They're out of it. We understand that. We accept it. But what I don't accept is Sidney Crosby not tying Wayne Gretzky for that record. And that's all I care about going forward. But before we get into that, I want to say thanks for joining us. Thanks for hopping on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. That's right. We're live on Instagram for the first time. Did we finally figure out how to do it? Yes. 5 minutes before Facebook, we found out you need to have 100 people liking your page in order for you to go live. So we just created the Facebook page. What? Two weeks ago? No, not even. Man, that was a shot. No, I think it was like literally 5 days ago. So we need your help to go on the Penguins Collective Facebook page, like it. So that way we could start streaming live on there and I can see your comments on Facebook. So that way everyone can get involved on the Penguins Collective because that's kind of in the name, right? So thanks so much for joining wherever you are. Thank you for listening in the future, tomorrow or the next day, whenever. We appreciate you listening on Spotify, Apple, Google, you name it, wherever you find your favorite podcast. Thank you for listening. With that being said, let's talk about it. The Pittsburgh Penguins beat the San Jose Sharks. Josh, what do you think about tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, I told you before going on, I don't know if it was just my mindset about the game or the fact that we're playing San Jose and I really don't care about San Jose. I felt like today's game was, even though we won, and there were 9 goals scored.
Wow.
Felt like it was very boring.
It was.
But
it wasn't just you. But go ahead.
But I mean, there were good bits and pieces throughout the game. I mean, starting out the game, trash. First 5 minutes, I think, just horrendous.
It was rough there.
We looked worse than San Jose. If Wilkes-Barre was on the ice, they might have beaten us. Like it was rough.
You mean Wilkes-Barre beating us, or
if it was Wilkes-Barre instead of San Jose, excuse me, Wilkes-Barre would have been skating around us as well. So first 5 minutes not great. We were able to level it out and then keep it. Whoa, Big Lou in the chat.
Let's throw up this guy's chat.
Right? I know.
Josh's internet is much better. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Lou, in the chat. Thanks.
So leveled out by the end of the first period, and then from the second period on, we just dominated. Yeah, I felt like the entire game. Well, you alluded to it. The young defenseman John Ludwig and P.O. Joseph.
P.O.
They
Joseph.
should have kept that goal for P.O. Joseph. I don't care if it ricocheted
Right.
off of his
But
freaking skate in front.
finally a shot on net for P.O. Joseph.
Yeah, I
Where
know.
all the times I've been screaming at the TV to shoot the puck, he finally listens after 65 games. So I appreciate that. But yeah, should have kept.
That was. Yeah, that was stupid. But I mean, rule's a rule, I guess. Same concept as if it's a back door and someone's just sitting on the blue paint and it just bounces off. I guess it's the same premise, but whatever. Just the fact that it was POJ, like I wanted him to get it, especially now knowing that he's the DJ in the locker room, DJ POJ.
And how did we find that out, Josh? How did we find that out?
I don't know. A little thing called Jansen Harkins was on our podcast last episode.
Oh my gosh. And if you haven't listened to it already, go back and watch it. You can find us on YouTube at Pens Collective. You will rewatch the whole entire podcast, or you can go on anywhere you find your favorite podcasts, and you can kind of just listen to Jansen Harkins' voice. So
So the rest of the game was good. Drew O'Connor again. I don't know. I got to relook at his contract because if he's an expiring contract, he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid. So, is that a sign of TikTok?
We have a TikTok now, I think. Abby just created a TikTok.
I was going to say I'm so old. I was like, wait, what about the time? Okay.
Oh my God. You thought she meant like TikTok. Like, let's wrap up. All right,
like, what?
Josh. All right.
Okay. All right.
No, we have a TikTok now. That's what Abby is saying in the chat. Let me throw up her chat to make her feel special a little bit.
Oh,
there you go. Throwing her chat up there. Do you see it? There you go. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to focus.
Can you focus? You're the one with ADD
I know.
You're the one.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what I mean about my mindset, my mind going into the game. I don't know where it was. But, Drew O'Connor again playing amazing. I kind of wish this was kind of earlier in the season. But I'll take what I can get out of him. If this is just like a sign of his development, the more games he's playing up on the top 6, he's able to, show these flashes. I'll take it. That's fine by me, especially if he's going to be coming back next year and kind of be like the spearhead of the youth movement that's going to be of the Penguins going forward. That's fine by me. I mean, we thought it was going to be POJ last season, but his progress isn't taking the same steps as Drew O'Connor, unfortunately.
Drew O'Connor is flying out there.
Looking so good.
So good. Like you said, we got to look at his contract because if I'm Kyle Dubas, that's the first thing I'm doing is looking at his contract and going, how do I sign him long-term for cheap? Because this guy, he's young. He's only going to get better. So let's lock him in. He could be our next Jake Gensel.
And
if we play
they
it right.
tried to experiment with that tonight.
You got to put him on the first line.
First line near the end of the game. Bunting went down and Drew O'Connor went up. So
and you saw some nice plays on net, and I think that's kind of where we're going to land if we're going. I think we play New York Rangers next. So that's going to be a big challenge for Pittsburgh on Saturday. But if that line succeeds, who knows? Going into the offseason, kind of retooling, the bottom 9, I guess. The first line we know would be O'Connor, Rust, Sid, and then you just kind of retool the bottom 9, and then you kind of figure out what the roster is. And then we go from there. I honestly think, yes, I'm so happy we won. This is yay. Give a moment for yay here. Hold on. Let's do it. Oh wow, why'd you get? I got balloons.
How did that?
How do we get 2 things here? Oh, okay. I think
Is
it
it
just
because
read one of mine. It just read one of mine. And if you're listening
okay.
to audio, you have no idea what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Party.
It's a
Party
party
city.
right now. It's a party
Yeah.
over here. Don't say party city. That's trademark. So no free shout outs.
Yeah.
But I got so distracted with the things. What was I saying about the it's
We
a
were talking
party?
about the bottom 9. Let's
Bottom 9.
celebrate. Let's
Let's
celebrate.
celebrate that we won. But let's come to the quick realization that the Pittsburgh Penguins are not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, we suck.
We suck, dude. And you know what? I'm it's sad because even when I was watching this game, I had the same kind of mindset where I was like, cool, we scored 5. You know, and there was a part of me, it was 50-50 in my brain where it was like, we're gonna blow this lead somehow.
Yeah,
We're gonna blow this lead.
100%.
It's
100%.
over. So as soon as we were up 5-3, I was like, yeah, it's over. You know, we're gonna probably either go to overtime or win, and either way, I guess it's okay. You know?
Yep.
And then Russ scores the empty netter, which made me feel a lot better, but mainly because Sid got the assist there and he got a point.
Yeah.
But we all know season's over. I think the players know it because the way they played the first 5-10 minutes of this hockey game.
Of every game.
Of every
far.
game, the last like 8 starts. And it really started after the Jake Gensel trade and the Penguins.
No, the week of.
Sure,
because
the
everyone
week
knew
of
it was coming.
Yes, and then obviously that Thursday they did not want to play hockey. And since then they still do not want to play hockey. It's almost as if once they get going in the game, they all kind of look at each other and go, "Yeah, oh, okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to actually compete tonight. Oh, okay, yeah, let's go do that." Like when a Gino scored, all of a sudden everyone's looked at each other. Oh, okay, so we're actually trying now. We're actually going to start trying.
Not only was it after Gino, I think it was before Gino scored. It was after Rust's no goal. You know, when it was sitting there, but the ref called it dead, and he scored, and everyone was pissed.
Which, all right, timeout. Can we talk about that for a second?
Let's talk about that. Yeah,
because
just seg right into it.
I don't get why everyone was upset.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
I was watching the game. And when I saw it, he blew the whistle. No matter if it's live or not, if the ref blows the whistle, it's dead. So Russ coming in like 4 seconds after the whistle and then putting it in, and he's freaking out, saying that the puck is in play. Even Josh Getzoff was saying, "Oh, we think the puck was still in play." It doesn't matter if the puck was still in play. If that ref blows the whistle, it's dead. It doesn't matter what's happening on the ice. It's dead. And it's a rule. So yes, was it unfortunate that the whistle was blown before the puck was realized that it was loose? Yeah, but that's the NHL. When as soon as I heard that whistle, I was like, oh, it's dead. And then when I saw Russ so animated about, hey, the puck was loose. I was like, everyone should know this. It's dead. The whistle makes it dead.
I'm glad we kind of disagree on this because I think Colby Armstrong made the best point about it. He was alluding to your point, saying that, yes, the ref already blew the whistle, but the ref did a lazy job of just staying in the corner and just blowing the whistle immediately. Because the thing is, because the goalie, he could, body language was so obvious that he had no idea where the puck was, and the ref is just standing there like as soon as he's down, just boop, blew whistle, done.
Well,
and it's just
to be fair,
if he took a second and got a little bit closer, went around the curve of the boards a little bit, he wouldn't have
blown the whistle. And I understand that. Here's a couple things you need to remember. When the goalie went into a butterfly, the puck was not out yet. So that's the reason why the ref blew the whistle. Even if the puck wasn't out or it was, the body language made it seem like he just had the puck. And that's it.
Well,
it wasn't until...
because his head was turned.
Rewatch it because that's my dog barking.
I will
Because
rewatch it.
yeah, go ahead. So when he goes into the butterfly, he doesn't react. He thinks he's got it.
He moves his
That's
head.
why that's when the ref blows the whistle. As the ref is blowing the whistle, he realizes he doesn't have it, whips his head back to look behind. That's when Rust comes in and scores. And that's when he freaks out, which I understand every point. But the goalie made. Watch any NHL game. When a goalie goes in a butterfly and just has it, they immediately blow the whistle.
Okay. So, all right, counter, because
Counter.
what made
Go
me
ahead.
more upset about that situation was literally
What's that?
one period later.
With what?
The whole awareness by Tristan Jarry that everyone is praising him about with the glove.
Yeah, great job.
What took forever with the whistle, huh? What took forever? It's clearly in Jarry's paraphernalia somewhere, okay? And he's getting tackled into his own net. Where's the whistle? Now
You're
you
not
take
wrong.
your sweet old time?
Hey,
Like, where
you're
were you
not
on
wrong.
the Rust situation? That's what
Yes,
I'm saying.
I get that. You're not wrong with why didn't they blow the whistle when Jarry got tackled into the net.
Yeah.
But counter to that, the ref didn't know Jarry had the puck. He thought the puck was loose.
Now he thinks the puck is loose?
I'll tell you why he thought. He came behind the net to hop on the back to see where the puck was. He didn't know Jarry had it in his glove that entire time. He thought it was loose. So that's the reason why he went and looked. Other than that, you're right. Why didn't he call the whistle so fast? That's NHL reffing, bud.
That's horrible.
Against, you're not wrong. I'm just saying I don't know why. What's his name? Rust was so animated.
Because from his angle, because he came from the opposite circle.
I know. But
so he
no matter where he was.
I know. I understand. But from the ref's angle, clearly hidden. The puck is clearly hidden. He can't see
Correct.
it. But that means that the other side of the V is fully exposed to Rust.
Right.
And he's 100 miles an hour to it. That's why he didn't really stop when the whistle blew, because in his mind, he thinks that he knows for a fact that is a loose puck. And I think that's why he was so adamant, because from his vantage point, that was the most obvious loose puck in the entire world of NHL history. So that's why I think he was most upset.
I understand that.
Yeah.
With that perspective, he also needs to understand as soon as he hears the whistle. I know he's heat of the moment. Yeah. Adrenaline's running.
Yeah.
But when the whistle is blown, it could be an empty netter and he's shooting the puck. And if the whistle blows before that puck crosses the net, that goal line, it is ruled a dead puck.
I get it. I understand, but I'm just saying, like, heat of the moment, adrenaline, he's moving.
Sure.
Think about it. They have to tone out the entire arena. Like, I'm surprised that more whistles aren't missed. You know what I mean? Like, you have to tune everything out. Mm-hmm. And like, you're still just supposed to like react at like in a millisecond to a whistle. Like, I always found that amazing with like professional athletes, like any sport. It's that like you have fans like 3 inches from you, and
you actually can't hear that much on the ice.
Yeah, I heard it's really muffled.
It's muffled and muted. Yeah. So even this is a horrible comparison, but stay with me. Mm-hmm. Abby was at a beer league game. No one's in the stands, okay? We're skating. There's no music playing, no nothing. And she's like trying to talk to us. We can't hear a thing she's saying.
Yeah.
There's nothing happening in the arena. So like where she's just like, all you hear is, and we're just, I can't hear. So yes, I understand the loudness of everything. I get. They're not hearing us yell, shoot the puck from the stands. Okay,
Well,
they're not hearing that.
when it's loud enough, because I mean, there's
Oh, yeah,
no offense to
sure,
Abby, she can get loud, but I'm just saying,
she can.
if there was 18,000 Abbies, someone would probably hear it.
No, I get that. Yes,
Yeah.
out of the loudness, if somebody was louder than that to say like shoot the puck, yeah, I'm sure you hear that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you don't hear it as if you hear me talking to you. You hear it like
Yeah.
muffled, and
No, absolutely,
it's
but
from the
it's
thing.
still,
So
but that's what I'm saying. It's still a noise, and you have to
sure,
tune it out and pay attention
sure
to
thing.
a whistle and immediately stop moving your body, you know, in an athletic way, which is, again, just that's
Something
why
we
they,
don't do
yeah,
at the beer league.
that's why they are the professionals and get paid rightfully so. And again, I mean, I say this every March, April when it comes to the NFL, man, that those guys get money. They
Yeah,
get
Kirk
money.
Cousins.
Whew. I always
For a
said
guy who's
my
for a guy who's won one playoff game, sure got a lot of money coming his way.
lot of money, a lot of extra Coles cash.
Yeah,
I always said my boys won't play football, but you know what? I
no.
mean, I would like to be
They
set.
their
I
hand-eye
mean,
coordination needs to get a little bit better in
a
order
little
for
bit better.
them.
I mean, like astronomically better.
I remember
Those
throwing a
guys, they're gonna
ball
be,
to your son, and he just went,
yeah. Oh yeah,
and
they're
then he looked at
nerds.
me and
They're
went,
nerds.
"I have Pokemon cards," and I'm just like, "All right, dude. All right." You didn't
Yeah,
even go get the football. It's fine. It's all right.
100%, hundred
Yeah.
percent.
So
Yeah,
that's where your kids are at.
yeah,
I think my
yeah. But
dog's
no,
more athletic,
but
but
that's why they get paid that type of money. Same thing with
yeah,
NHL. I mean, it's the best league in the world. Fight me on
yeah,
that. I don't care.
that's
Best
right
league in the world.
at us.
And they get paid accordingly. So
They do. Well, they don't get paid accordingly because you look at leagues like the NFL and you look at the
damn.
leagues like MLB, and all of a
Oh,
sudden Shohei Otani's getting $500 million,
oh God.
and he owns a part of the state of California, and Sidney Crosby's the better hockey player and he gets 8.7 million a year. It just doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Well,
So
yeah. There's a lot of stuff about that.
yeah,
But
or let's just do Kirk Cousins, who just got 180 million guaranteed, and
guaranteed.
Sidney Crosby hasn't broken
Break? No.
break hasn't
Broke.
passed
There. Yeah.
We'll just stop it. It hasn't passed 10 million a year. Now, granted,
Surpassed.
even better. I've heard it both ways. Surpassed 10 million, and I'm sure he makes more than 10 million a year, only because he's Sidney Crosby, and I'm sure all the endorsements that he has with like Tim Hortons and Adidas.
Does
He
have
makes
endorsements?
Yeah. He
Are they
does
just
Tim
like
Hortons.
in Canada though? Because like I don't see them.
Michigan has a lot. Shoot! He has a lot of Tim Hortons. And so does Canada. But I have been told that the Canadian ones are actually good and the American ones are bad. That's what I was told.
Is that
Anyway,
kind of like European McDonald's is better than American McDonald's?
that's false.
Yo, they have
We're
so
the
much
one
better.
who made it.
They have so much better like options. Have you seen like, so Notre Dame had a football game over in like Ireland this past year, and someone took a picture of like of a McDonald's in Dublin.
Yeah.
And oh my word, they had snack wraps. Okay, they had snack wraps. They had like little like cheese curds, like the like deep fried like cheese curds. They had those. They had like just better options. And like,
can we just talk about?
You could have a side salad. We don't have side
remember
salads.
Remember when McDonald's used to have salads? They had the best fast food salads. Then remember when they used to have snack wraps?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll throw another nostalgic curveball at you. Remember when they had the Big Mac snack wrap?
Yeah.
America has gone down the toilet. All
Pull
right.
out that Vince McMahon meme.
What was it like when you had that Big Mac snack wrap?
Clip
Josh,
it.
let's talk about something. Because we're talking about McDonald's now,
Wait,
so who
are we
cares?
going to talk about the most important story from today?
Yeah, about Yammer Yager's bobbleheads, Josh.
Dude.
So, tonight's game against San Jose Sharks, there was supposed to be 18,000 bobbleheads of Yammer Yager's salute. And apparently they waited until today to announce that it was stolen from a California port. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't take 24 hours from a ship from California to get to Pittsburgh. Okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. They have to go a long route. Okay?
There's
There's no way
overnight.
it's
There's
stolen.
overnight
You're
freight
telling me
airplanes.
they planned this? No, it was
No.
stolen from the shipments on a
Correct.
cargo boat.
Correct.
Whatever they're
And
called.
then it gets loaded into a plane, and then
Sure, regardless of how it was stolen, okay, or how it gets to Pittsburgh, it was stolen in California. Okay,
Sure.
They didn't tell us as fans until this morning at like 9:00.
Yeah.
So they knew. Okay, I think they knew like a week prior because wouldn't
I
you?
wouldn't say
Hold
a
on,
week.
hold on. Here's why I think it's a week. You've been planning bobblehead night tonight for what? The whole season.
Yeah, months.
So I get you don't need to have them ready to go at the beginning of the season. I get that. Usually you get them a month, couple weeks, or a week before the night. What happens if they're all wrong? What happens if all that? You need to make sure, right? Yammer Yager has one. Why does he only get one? And everyone else has got stolen?
Well,
Here's where I'm getting
doesn't
at.
have one. He doesn't have one. It was the Penguins one that they used for their advertisements.
Sure, whatever. That was probably the quality control one that was sent over and said, "Yeah, this looks great. I need 18,000 of those." And they said, "Sure thing." So the news broke this morning that it was stolen from the cargo ship in California. All 18,000 bobbleheads mysteriously disappeared. They told us that today. Fans who have been expecting this night to get a Yager bobblehead will get a voucher that when they do come in, they could just go to the Penguin, I'm assuming the arena, and give it, and they will get a bobblehead in return. Bless you. So, what I think is going on, they told us today at 10, 9, 8, whenever, okay? I'm not
7, 6, 5,
looking.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the morning, okay? They revealed it in the morning that your precious Yager bobblehead has been stolen. And it was a very serious thing. In a matter of minutes, all of a sudden, ESPN picked it up. All of a sudden, everyone cares about it on Twitter. Even other sports teams picked this up and was like, "What's happening in Pittsburgh?" Right?
Our Twitter was getting dogged hard.
Like, what's going on with this poverty franchise in Pittsburgh? Can't even get bobbleheads to their arena, right? So that's kind of what the theme was. And then all of a sudden, around 1:00, okay, they told us in the morning. Let's do some math. It's probably 3 hours later. 3. They put out this video. 12, 11, 12, 1. It was at 1:00, I think. So they put out this video, fully produced, of Yammer Yager going, like, I guess he's in a truck.
Yeah.
And he's buckling up the original Yager bobblehead, and he puts on sunglasses and says, "Let's go get him." Right? That's what he says. "Let's go get them," in his accent. And the truck drives off, and it says, "To be continued." And I was like, hold up. This seems a little staged to me. You're telling me that in a matter of 4 hours, when they found out these things were stolen, that they go, "Hurry up, get Yammer Yager. Don't care what he's doing. Get him here. We got to film a video. And then let's put this all together. And then let's tell the people periodically in one day. This is why I think it's rigged. This is my opinion.
Well, he was already here.
I don't care. He's been here for 2 weeks. That has nothing to do with anything. You're telling me, Yammer Yager, the PR, after they find out, they tell us at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., that the bobbleheads were stolen, okay? Let's work out a timeline. 8 a.m., they tell the world, bobblehead stolen. And then 9 o'clock, the PR people are coming into work for Penguins and going, "Not a great reaction to the bobblehead story. We understood this. What can we do?" And one intern who probably doesn't get paid enough, who then would not make it an intern, would then say,
that's what I was gonna say.
Would then say, "Hey, why don't we film a funny video with Yammer Yager?" And they go, "Great, you're still not getting a raise. Let's do the video. Let's call in Yammer Yager, don't care what he's doing, and film a video." Sounds highly unlikely to be edited and produced in 3 to 4 hours, then posted it like nothing ever happened. To be continued makes it sound like this whole thing has been a saga that we are just supposed to be spoon-fed by the Penguins organization, because that's the only entertaining thing done by the Pittsburgh Penguins organization besides Jansen Harkins coming on the podcast in the last whole season. Okay? I think it's a publicity stunt. I commented as the Penguins Collective underneath the video as soon as it was aired, saying, "So it was a publicity stunt." I'm getting dogged in the comments, okay?
Yeah.
I'm getting rolled in the comments, doing clown emojis, all of it. Everything you could think of, I'm getting called. Oh, someone told me to put back on my tinfoil hat. Like I'm a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theorist.
This is the counter viewpoint, okay? So like you alluded to it when you were talking about it earlier. It was probably they've known about this being stolen. So they're like,
"Sure.
Let's make light of it." Because again, you were saying, this shipment should have been here a while ago. So the new shipment is probably already on its way. You know what I mean? Because like you're not going to get them back like in time to give to the people. You know what I mean? By the time they find the original 18,000, they're either going to be damaged, they're going to be gone, or not even be able to retain all 18,000 of them. So they probably knew about this, and since Yager's been in Pittsburgh, they said, "Hey, let's make something funny out of this." So they're going to do this thing, short film or whatever you want to call it, to kind of make light of the whole serious situation. And I think that you're going to see like them find the 18,000 bobbleheads, but it will be the second shipment. It won't be the original shipment.
Right, which is fine, but you're telling me, okay, let's be real.
So
they're made in China.
The time frame is longer, not just 3 hours like you said.
No. Most likely that is the most accurate thing that happened. They probably on Monday found out that it's not getting there, or Friday the week prior that it's not getting here, it got stolen. Okay. So then if that's the case, then if that's the case in that it was revealed that it was stolen a week ago, then they probably made the video Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Finally got it edited and ready to go for today, and that's when they were like, "Oh, let's tell everyone the order sequence." You're right. Most likely that's what it is. But what I don't like is I guess the inauthenticity of everything, where it's like, hey guys, I know we're all looking forward to today's game about the bobbleheads, but we don't have them. It got stolen. But here's a video of Yager like acting like he's gonna get him back, so we're all gonna do that today. I feel like if they told us like on Monday, like, hey, this upcoming game against San Jose, bobbleheads are stolen. I think that would still get people like all riled up. And then you put out the video a couple days later where it's like, Josh.
What?
Josh, we got our first spammer on the on the podcast. Yes.
Wait, can YouTube see this?
YouTube can't, but if I put it on the screen, which I think we should.
Let's do it.
It's from Homosexual Veridio. Okay. Says, hey, sorry for bothering you. We got our first spam. We're a real podcast, everyone. So I'm just gonna ban him real quick. But I thought that was so funny. But I think it was all publicity stunt. I think it was just done wrong. I think they should have just told us from the get-go that, hey.
I don't know. I like it.
Listen, I'm not mad that they're doing it. I know there's some people who are genuinely mad on Twitter about this whole entire thing, and I just want them to own up to saying, yeah, it's a publicity stunt. Like, yes, our things definitely got stolen. Don't get me wrong.
So then it's not a publicity stunt.
No, the way they did it all today has been a publicity stunt.
Oh, sure.
Because, yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's fine.
I know it got stolen. I know they got stolen. I don't think they would lie to us about 18,000 bobbleheads being stolen.
That's still a funny headline, though.
It is funny. But
ESPN Radio spent an entire segment on
this whole thing. I know.
The whole thing, thinking about how they did it, why they did it, and who did it. Like,
right.
They came up with some wild ideas, like,
And listen, I get it. I understand it's entertaining, which then would make it even more of a case that it's all fake. Because Penguins haven't been in the news for a while. What's the one thing they can get back in the news? Bobblehead story.
If that's the case and it's not actually stolen, that's... I don't know.
See, how would you feel?
That's either.
How would you feel? How would you feel if
it's either good marketing or it's just a rough look?
Yeah, and
you could either feel one or the other. That's it.
I'm not saying it's a rough look that they're doing what they're doing. I'm just saying it's a publicity stunt, and everyone's like, it's not. What they filmed Jaromir Jagr getting in a truck, buckling a bobblehead. It's a publicity stunt. And I want people to just acknowledge that. Whether they actually got stolen or not, it's a publicity stunt. And everyone's calling me a clown and telling me to put my tinfoil hat back on. A clown. And I just want to be like, you think that was genuine? You think that was real from Jaromir Jagr? You think he really cares about 18,000 bobbleheads? That whole video is a publicity stunt, dude. It's everything's a publicity stunt. Yeah, go ahead.
Part 2. Do you think they're gonna bring in Iceberg, like in
wonder
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
What is that movie?
I don't know.
Dad, if you're watching still. Yeah. The movie with Vaughn, what's his name?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep, that's the guy. Where he fights the villain dressed as Iceberg at a Penguins game. Okay, which I'm surprised we don't take all the memes from that movie.
Yeah,
with Iceberg.
honestly.
We don't have like
isn't there's a bomb in the igloo.
in the igloo.
Yeah.
And the guy who planted the bomb is Iceberg. And Van Damme is like fighting Iceberg the whole movie. Not the whole movie, but the main
the
sudden death. Thank you, NES. Dad, you're slow. You're slow. But sudden death. Wonder if this is all an elaborate plan to be like coming to theaters this summer. Sudden Death 2
with Jaromir Jagr.
The Return of the Bobblehead. You know, like it's just imagine. Oh, now I want to watch Sudden Death. But I think it's all a publicity stunt. I think people who are like, man, hats off to the marketing team. For what? For what, dude? For doing their job?
Spinning a difficult situation.
So why didn't they tell us before? That's my whole thing.
Because the video wasn't ready.
Bingo. Also, when were they going to tell us?
Today.
Wonder if... Which is my point. They definitely knew. They were like, man, it got stolen. When was this? It's probably like March 1st they found out that they got stolen.
Of course. And also, if you've like read the full article, they have the federal government involved. It doesn't take just a quick little phone call like Thursday morning. Hey, we just found out our bobbleheads are stolen. Can we get the FBI on this, please?
Yeah, yeah. The FBI's been involved for a bit. Yeah. And they're like, I'm sure the FBI has a lot of things going on. But how funny would it be? A note comes across high people's desks where they go, 18,000 bobbleheads or so. And it was on its way to Pittsburgh. Top priority.
Yeah.
I don't care what's going on in this country.
Child trafficking.
I don't care.
Murder.
I don't care what's going on. These bobbleheads need to be found.
You know, it was definitely someone from Pittsburgh in the FBI
right.
that was like, yo, we got to take care of this.
Hey, look what I just found. A complaint from Pittsburgh. 18,000 bobbleheads of Jaromir Jagr. He was my favorite player growing up. This is high priority right now. But I would love for them to just say, oh, it's all a publicity stunt because Sudden Death 2 is coming out. And like if you see Iceberg getting involved in this whole thing, just watch out, dude. Watch out for the trailer. I'm telling you.
That's part 2. Part 2 is the trailer for Sudden Death 2.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. To be continued, and all of a sudden, like Jaromir Jagr's driving around Pittsburgh, right, hitting all the main attractions, and then all of a sudden he bumps into
Jean-Claude
Van Damme, and all of a sudden he's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Are you looking for the bobbleheads too?" Boom, trailer. That's when he hit the trailer, and all of a sudden, in a world where people love bobbleheads and are deprived of them, this summer, coming a theater near you, Jaromir Jagr, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sudden Death 2.
Well, we've got Iceberg.
Oh, Iceberg. And Tux is coming up from Wilkes-Barre. So now we have double the Penguin mascots.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is ridiculous.
All right. This is ridiculous. I'd rather go talk about McDonald's menu items that are no longer there.
Yeah. Oh, just one thing. So Greeny, ESPN Greeny, he was the one that was talking about it. Mike Greenberg. Sure. And he was saying, like, he said the only way this like possibly like happened was it was an accident. And the people were supposed to be receiving like a shipment of like drugs or whatever. And they took the wrong cargo container.
How funny.
And like, that's what he's saying. He's like, so like, is there a cargo of drugs in Pittsburgh right now? Like, that's what he's wondering. Like, he's like, where's
That's why the FBI got called. That's why the FBI got called. They're like, all right, back it up, back it up, back it up. All right, that pallet goes over here, pallet over here. All right, let's take a look at these bobbleheads, and that's cocaine. Okay, yeah, let's call the cops. That's about 4,000 pounds of cocaine. Yeah, we got the wrong shipment.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the marketing team got into the cocaine and said, what would be a great marketing idea?
Sudden death too.
Sudden death too. I got it. Let's film Yammer Yager while he's here about finding these missing bobbleheads. And don't tell anyone until the day of the game. Let's do it. It may be the cocaine talking, but I think this is a great idea. Let's get it. Where's Yammer Yager? Don't care. Let's come down to film a video. Sudden death too. All right. That's a good way to end the podcast. We don't know what's going on with the bobbleheads. Someone probably stole them. Apparently Pittsburgh has drugs now.
Yeah, drug lord over in California.
Drug lord, which is not good because now the police in Pittsburgh are only working, definitely not working 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. I'm sure you've heard that, or 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
No.
Did you hear about that? Bonkers town in Pittsburgh. Real quick. I'm not getting political at all. Okay? Bless you. Abby tried so hard to cover up that sneeze. So in Pittsburgh, I guess starting effective immediately, the mayor was telling people about crime and stuff and how are we doing a good job? I don't know. I guess there was a lot of reporters, and he was rolling out a new plan for the police department. And from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., there's only 20 officers in the whole city of Pittsburgh that will cover major emergencies. Okay? Major emergencies. So any other emergency, 4 hours. Major, like if someone's trying to rob you or there is a disturbance of any kind, you
figure it out.
You get a call center, okay?
Yeah. And
they'll say, yeah, the people who come in at 7 will help you out. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The people at 7 will help you out. That's what you're going to get.
4:05, you have to wait.
Someone trying to rob your house at 4 a.m. Hey, I got someone trying to sneak in my house right now. And they're like, well, our shift doesn't start till 7. So try to fend them off until then and then give us a call. We'll come help you out. I guess unless that falls under the category of it's an emergency one of the 20 cops will come and help you. But I don't know. So we got a drug lord now in Pittsburgh and we got 20 cops to stop him. This sounds like the beginning of not only sudden death too, but the Dark Knight 4 in Pittsburgh. Where there's a crime syndicate that's coming to Pittsburgh and we need one vigilante. Yeah, we just need a vigilante from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. That's dark time. That's perfect for Batman. And we're all going to be like, hey, where's Sidney Crosby right now?
Oh, my God.
I don't know, dude. He's Batman, okay? What's going to give it away is Batman is Canadian.
Jansen Harkins. Jansen could be the Batman.
He could be. He's not hurt right now. He's just fighting off crime.
Yeah, that's how he broke his hand. It wasn't the fight with the Capitals. It was vigilante stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Vigilante. He was just going around. Going around time. Bang. Kapow. Boom.
Yeah. It's the 60s.
And then and then when he's driving his Batmobile and runs over a car, he goes, sorry, eh? And they go, he's Canadian, he's a hockey player. Yeah. That's a hockey player. Batman's a hockey player.
Too good.
NES saying it's Dubas.
Where's Dubas?
Where's Dubas? Where's Dubas?
It's true. We don't see him at night. We only see him during the day. You're right.
That's right.
What's he doing at night?
Especially from 3 a.m.
4 to 7
a.m. All right,
my word.
let's wrap up this podcast. We talked about McDonald's, bobbleheads, and Batman. I think this is a great episode.
Yeah.
We talked more about that than the actual hockey game. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. Make
Jason
sure you
Spencer.
follow along. Oh, well, Josh, you have to explain what the heck is going on. So Dubas is Batman. Abby comes in the chat saying, who is Robin? And Josh says Jason Spezza, even though Jason Spezza is older than Dubas.
Yeah.
Which Robin is always supposed to be super younger than Batman.
All right, then.
Spezza's Batman and Dubas is Robin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sidney Crosby's Batman. Drew O'Connor is Robin. Prove me wrong.
I'll take it.
And Ron Hextall is the Riddler. He's somewhere out there.
The Penguin.
No,
that's Jim Rutherford. That's Jim Rutherford.
Yes, we're on to something, actually. It's all the GMs got together to fight the new GM, and it takes one man to defend the city, and that's Sidney Crosby. That's right. I think we got it.
So maybe Braden Yeager should be Robin.
That's right. I like that. I think we have a.
We should mock this up.
Someone should. If you listen to this, someone should mock this up.
Who will be Commissioner Gordon? Mike Sullivan.
Mike Sullivan, hands down.
Commissioner. Yeah.
And the way he's stern all the time.
Yeah,
that's Mike Sullivan.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Ray Sharrow is Two-Face. No. No, not Ray Sharrow. No, it's Craig Patrick. Craig Patrick's Two-Face.
Okay. I could no arguments on either one.
Ray Sharrow?
So maybe he's Joker?
Ooh, Ray Sharrow's the Joker.
I think he could be the Riddler. I think Hextall's got to be the Joker.
Yeah. Braden, who are you thinking? Braden Yeager is Darkwing. No, we're getting too much in the lore right now. We're getting too much into the lore. Josh doesn't know who Darkwing is.
I don't.
Darkwing is a Robin that got too angsty and was like, I don't want to be Robin anymore. I want to kill people. So he became like another, like a Batman, but darker than Batman. I don't know how that's possible.
That's Malkin. Are we kidding here?
That's Malkin. That's Malkin. Because he feels like he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Right.
Always feels like he's in Batman's shadow.
Yeah.
Nightwing. Actually, I think we figured this out.
All right. The whole thing. Keep it coming.
NES, you need to calm down about Haley Hunter. Also, I honestly thought about you when during the broadcast there's an award. There's an award. There's a sweepstakes right now, and you could win a jersey. I don't know whose jersey is it, Sid's or someone. It doesn't matter. It's autographed Carlson jersey that's signed, and you get to meet Haley Hunter. She's gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
So.
I know. I thought of NES Addict too.
Yeah, because NES loves Haley Hunter, like a lot. So that's a problem. Anyway, let's wrap this job.
Oh no! Wait. What about the assistant? No, the assistant coach that we have. That's a chick.
She's no longer a
girl.
How dare you, Josh? It's 2024. You can't just call women chicks. She is now a coach in the PWHL. She's moved on to bigger and better things. Like league that doesn't have names. Sorry.
But what about the one that's in the organization then?
Kessel. Amanda Kessel. Yeah. Is she still part of this league? I mean, part of
didn't
our
Dubas,
team?
Dubas retained her, didn't he?
I don't know. She's Poison Ivy. All right, figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, we found enough lore.
We'll mock this up. We'll mock
this up. Next episode will be like the episode of The Office where we read out Threat Level Midnight. And that's what we're going to do next episode. We're just going to all have a script, and we're just going to read. Jansen Harkins will read Batman's part. Donnie will read all the GM's parts. Josh will read Haley Hunter's part. And I'll read Malkin's part with accent and all. Can't wait to do that next episode. But guys, thank you so much for joining this episode. This is a wild ride. This is a roller coaster. of an episode. But guys, thank you so much for joining this episode. We'll see you next episode, which is Saturday, 3 p.m. Rangers, Penguins. Will we win? Probably not. But you know what? It's going to be a game for sure. So make sure you stay tuned after for another episode of TPC Live. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on all our platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Switch? No, Twitch.
Maybe.
So, if you're watching YouTube on your Twitch, probably
Switch on your Switch.
Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you so much for getting into getting into the chat, like NES saying DeWitt. That's how we knew Dwight was. That's a whole Office episode reference. You gotta watch it.
Yeah,
I'm getting distracted. 80s coming in strong. But guys, thank you so much for listening to the episodes on all major podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast.
Let's just end it. Let's just go. And Louie, as always.
Hey, let's go Pants.